Hey, Marlins fans, and happy holiday weekend. I'm here with Sergeant Steve Gaskin of Florida Highway Patrol to speak to you guys a bit about impaired driving and the causes that can have in our community. So, Sergeant Gaskin, thank you for joining us. My first question for you is, what are some of the impacts that impaired driving has on our community daily?
Obviously, we have the crashes that result in a lot of property damage, people getting injured, people getting killed. That leads to a huge economic impact. On average, for the last year that statistics are available for the financial cost, you're looking at 240 some billion dollars that crashes result in economic impacts to our society across the country. 44 billion of that is impaired driving related. So you can see it's a huge cost economically. People losing their jobs, being out of work, injured, killed. No one wants to lose a loved one for something that's so preventable.
Could you speak to the effects of texting and driving as well?
Uh, a lot of the same driving behaviors that we see on the highways with impaired drivers, we also see with drivers that are distracted. Not just the texting, but there's all kinds of different distractions. But the cell phones, especially, we've had technology enter and invade our vehicles. We're getting more and more distracted as we're driving. So, an impaired driver, a distracted driver, those are all very dangerous situations. We see a lot of crashes, we see a lot of injuries, and a lot of deaths as a result of both issues.
Impaired and distracted can be one and the same. Could you tell us a bit about the consequences of a DUI?
Well, you're looking at for the offender, that is, you're looking at jail time, prison time, depending on the severity of the crash, the injuries to the other person. DUI manslaughter cases, we make those all the time here in Florida, and you're looking at several years in prison. Legal costs, even for a basic DUI, you're looking at anywhere from $5, 10, $15,000 to represent yourself effectively in courts.
Planning ahead is a key thing here. So, what would be some good pointers for folks who are going out this holiday weekend to plan ahead?
Uh, Make sure the plan is in place before you start the partying, before you hit the beach, hit the boats. Before you go out, to a nightclub, for example, make sure you have a plan in place already to get yourself home safely. Again, encourage people to have the party at home where you don't have to mix the drinking and the driving. Make sure that the designated driver, and that's the one that doesn't drink anything, not the least, but anything. The ride sharing opportunities, especially in our metro areas, the Miamis, the Orlandos, the Tampas. There's so many ride sharing opportunities out there. There's no reason for someone not to get home safely.
Well, Marlins fans, stay safe this weekend. Enjoy yourselves, but make sure to stay safe and listen to the advice here of Sergeant Steve Gaskin of Florida Highway Patrol. Thank you, Sergeant Gaskin, for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Jeremy, for those tips. And Sarge, we appreciate that. And stay safe, please, this holiday weekend. Up next.